Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right, so the episode starts off. It's kind of cute. Brooklyn and Kenya are, I was about to say at Kenya's house. Like, girl, where else would Brooklyn be? Because she sure don't be at her daddy's house. But they're at home, and Brooklyn was saying the days of the week, and Kenya told her to continue, and she was like, "I'm eating." I thought, "No, that's right." Sonya is talking to her sister. Sonya and her sister are so pretty. Um, Sonya's talking to her sister, and Sonya basically doesn't want another child. That's just what it comes down to. And Sonya's sister tells her, please do not have another kid. She says that she felt as though Ross wasn't there for her induce physically or emotionally. Let me just say this. It would, and I know women do it all the time. Y'all do it all the time. That's the tea. It would be dumb of Sonya to turn around and have another child, even if it is with her husband, especially knowing what she knows. If he was not present for you the first go around and you felt like he was absent when it came to providing for you emotionally and physically, then girl, why would you turn around and have another baby? It's like you already know what the tea is. So she's saying this. I'm hoping that she keeps that in mind, right? I'm not saying Ross is a trifling daddy. I'm not saying Ross is a trifling husband. I'm just going off by what Sonya said. And Sonya says that he wasn't there for her physically or emotionally, her or the son. So it would not make sense for her to turn around and have another baby when he's already shown you what he's going to give. Um, she basically says, I'm a career driven woman. I love to work. I mean, I, I like Sonya. I know a lot of people, but like I said, I think it's always when it's a girl's first time on the show, people never really give the girls a fair chance. I like Sonya. Sonya comes across as a very smart woman. Sonya comes across as someone who, when you hear her speak, she's talking about her legacy. It's not all about some man's, right? It's about her legacy, what she wants, what she needs. And having another child is not a want or a need of hers. Kandi, Sheree, and Marlo meet up at a sauna. So you can tell that when Kandi walked in, Kandi already knew that this was about to be some BS. They're just having small talk. Kandi lets them know that she found out that the very first day, I guess, of the new show that she's filming, they will be shooting a sex scene. She knew it would be a sex scene, but she didn't know it would be, like the first day. So Marlo says, so you want to get right into it? Girl. So Sheree starts to talk about, I guess, her disappointment in Kandi not being there for her as a friend, reaching out to her. And she brings up, once upon a time, they were the Smalls, and, they start to show pictures from the past of, like her, I guess, hanging out with Kandi. And I'm assuming, like, some of those pictures, they had the years. Sheree wasn't on the show, so I guess they had some type of friendship outside of the show based off of the timeline. Um, or it could have been, girl, they bumped into each other at the girl at the show and took a picture. So I really don't know. I'm with Kandi on this one. I'm sorry. Kandi's whole thing is like, y'all are expecting so much of me, or y'all think that I owe y'all something, but y'all don't give me what you're expecting from me. And let's just call a thing a thing. Baby, y'all ain't friends. Marlo and Kandi. Now I don't know about Sheree and Kandi based off of that timeline, but Marlo and Kandi, y'all are not friends. And girl, after this season, y'all definitely, girl, girl, after the stuff that Marlo been saying, y'all definitely ain't friends. But like Marlo has this thing of like, girl, it's me, 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 me. Marlo comes across as very selfish. You know, I love the fact that she's taking care of her nephews, but all I hear from Marlo is me, 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 me. Girl, so she starts to bring up, you know, how, do you know what happened to me the other day? Candy's like, no. She brings, and then Marlo starts to bring up, I guess, something about her being a foster child. Candy was like, girl, we're not, you are not about to throw the foster child card in my face. That's it, foster child care, foster care child. Yeah, in my face. Anyways, so while Marlo was basically telling her, you know, I'm going through stuff with my family, and I had a phone call with my sister the other day, you know, and basically letting Kandi know that she needs to be there for her. She needs some support. I think when Kandi replied to her, basically like, "Girl, like my own family, you know, basically fusses about, you know, the time that we spend together." I think that was Kandi's way of saying like, "Girl, I got my own stuff, and girl, I have my own family and we have our own, you know, situation, girl. So sometimes it is what it is, right, girl?" Girl. Marlo basically replied and was like, basically, girl, well, if your family's saying that and I'm saying that, then girl, you need to make time. Well, I think you can't because I am frustrated. I am frustrated. I am frustrated. I think she said, I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated. Oh, girl, I was in here hollering, girl. Candy was a mess. Candy started crying, girl. I said, oh, poor Candy. Yeah, poor Candy. So, anyways, girl, they get up and they give Candy a hug, and you know, girl, that was pretty much the end of that, girl. Candy was like, girl, that Candy ended up leaving. Sonya cooks. Girl, I'm not gonna lie, that food did look good to me. Sonya cooks. Sonya basically tells her husband she don't want no more kids. You know what? Sometimes I think, let me ask y'all a question for the people with a whole bunch of kids. Why is it so important to have a whole bunch of kids? If you've already been blessed with one and you're in a relationship with someone who does not want any more, why can't you just be satisfied that, girl, you were blessed with that one? Because I hear a lot of people make up these reasons of why they want multiple kids, and I think a lot of y'all do it, right? I know people in my personal life who do it, right? I don't want so and so to grow up alone. I want them to have a brother or a sister. Like, just because you have multiple kids does not mean that your kids will not grow up, girl. Doesn't mean that they'll have some type of relationship with their siblings. There are plenty of people in this world that hate their brothers and sisters. I think you come up with every excuse and every reasoning to have a kid, whether you're putting your reasoning on your child, right? Or whatever. I think Ross should just be satisfied and feel blessed that he has a son. Because from what your wife say, the first time at the rodeo you failed. She by Sheree is back in full effect. You know, I thought that jacket that she had on, I thought that was actually kind of cute. She has a project manager. She said she spent tens and thousands of dollars, probably even more. She has a lot of fabric just lying around. Girl, when they put spring, summer, fall 2017 across that screen. Kenya and Manetta, Kenya, Manetta, and Kandi meet up. They discuss Marlo and Sheree, and then Manetta, she just got married and she went on the honeymoon. And Kandi asked her, "Girl, did you basically, promoting her bedroom candy? Kandi gonna promote her stuff. Did you use that bedroom candy, girl?" Manetta was like, "You know it." So Kenya was basically like, "Speaking of bedroom candy," so they brought up the whole vibrating panty situation. And this is the thing about Kandi. The shit that she be saying don't even be making no fucking sense. I'm sorry. Like, girl, you're bringing up Kenya last episode. You're bringing up Kenya being in a movie. Girl, it's fictional. Girl, right? Now you're bringing up Kandi. I'm sorry, it is not the same thing. In my opinion, it's not. Now she's bringing up Kenya basically saying, and I don't remember, the full episode. Remember when they threw Cynthia the engagement party because Kenya felt bad about the first go around. Kenya they showed the clip of Kenya saying that she got was sleep with Kandi. Kandi tried to use that, I guess, as girl. I don't know, you said that you would sleep with me and my husband was right there, but Kandi, that's not the same thing as your husband having access to a goddamn girl remote control that can buzz my puss. Did she even hear Kandi, do you even hear? I get it. She was saying that none of the other couples were complaining, which was from what I remember was true. But it still doesn't mean that that doesn't mean they probably didn't have I'm sorry. And I'm not even trying to be a square. But it is just weird to me. Girl, you're not about to be walking around here. Even if I wanted to participate, right? I'm saying if I was a woman. Even if I wanted to participate in the whole buzz and panty stuff, girl, as soon as I found out that, girl, these other niggas around me could be buzzing my coochie, no! And I don't see why other people, everybody is different. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't understand why Kandi doesn't understand that. And why she's trying to compare real life to fiction. Kandi just doesn't want to be wrong. Kandi, you was wrong, sweetie. I'm sorry. Kenya said basically, I don't want to have your husband buzzing my pussy all night. Exactly. Girl, then y'all gonna be turning around talking about, girl, I'm trying to steal somebody's husband. Kandi, they were making candles. So they were making candles. Kandi Kenya says that her candle smells really good. She said, this is Kandi's pussy. You finally got to smell it. Girl. I thought that was kind of cute. She also says that, her and Kenya basically says she's not going to be no yes man. Her and Kenya can basically argue and disagree, agree to disagree. And girl, we could be laughing and move on. She said it's not the same with Marlo. Marlo is trying to turn people against her. This is the thing. I think I said this before. Does Marlo go overboard? We're going to talk about Marlo later. But does Marlo go overboard? Yes. Am I mad that Marlo is making Kandi work for her check this season? Absolutely not. I think it's kind of like a kiki, but I can also acknowledge, too, that Marlo does the absolute most. And, girl, some of the stuff that she's doing and the things she's saying is so out of left field. Girl, girl, it's one thing for you to beef and you have to give us a show. I just wish that Marlo made the beefs that she's having with these ladies make sense. It's not making sense, girl, that you're beefing with Kandi. It's not making sense that you're beefing with Kenya. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Anyways, so the drop it with Drew. Girl, they talk about Drew. This is the thing, girl. Did I giggle when they really trying to make Drew look like a scammer? Girl, so did I laugh when they showed that, Drew had covered up covered up the windows with her signs? Yes. But girl, people rent out buildings all the time, so Sheree. Baby, when I tell you Sheree is fine. Baby, Sheree. I know the Sheree body, girl, at Brooklyn's tea party when she had that gray dress on. But baby, today when she had them tights on, I said, God damn. Shit. Baby, Sheree is fine. Anyways, Sonya goes to talk to Ralph. The first time I put, girl, why? Ralph or Drew? And we're gonna get into Drew in a little bit. Cause when I say Drew, I was like, Drew, girl. But the truth of the matter is what Drew was saying at the end is the way a lot of women think. Y'all may not want to admit it, but girl, y'all think just like Drew. I'm not saying all y'all, but a lot of y'all do. I just was like, girl, why is she going to Ralph? I could even see if she went to Todd. If Sonya went to Todd to talk about the situation about the kids, I think Todd would probably be the best person to talk to if she wanted some advice from a man. Because of, when Kandi wanted to have, I think, another child, and they were saying she was too busy, and then, now the whole time issue that Kandi has with her family. I think Todd, if what's her face, Sonya wanted advice from a man, I think that Todd would probably be the person that she should have went to. I would love to hear what he had to say. But I already knew what Drew, like when I think about Sonya, not Sonya, when I think about Ralph and Drew, like I already knew what to. Anyway, so Ralph basically says that being busy is not a reason not to have children. I think what the problem is girl, it's easy for men to say this because sometimes when you look at it, girl, these men don't raise their children anyways. Not all of them. Some of them, some men are excellent fathers. Girl, sometimes, girl, y'all get mad because I don't, girl, give these niggas a cookie and pat them on their shoulders or pat them on top of their head. So, girl, some men are excellent fathers. Y'all happy? Anyways, girl, I'm not pacifying no grown ass nigga. That's what y'all can do. I'm not doing it. Okay? Anyways, but no, for real though, some men are good fathers. Some men are great fathers, right? Some men are decent fathers. But girl, I think one of the reoccurring things that I see happen all the time is when I hear women talk about how they feel like single mothers, even though they're in a marriage or a relationship. Being busy is a reason not to have kids. I'm sorry. Girl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Money is a reason not to have kids. Time is a reason not to have kids. There are reasons not to have kids. But again, I think it's easier for men to say that because, especially if a man is the working one, right? And the woman is at home with the kids, it's easy just to say, "Oh, I want some more kids," because you not with the kids anyways. You probably gone most of the time. Anyways, let me shut up. Todd gets a phone call. He tells Kandi to come on. Somebody basically, he said some nigga done jumped the gate and was basically some dude jumped the gate and was sitting on their front porch. Girl, let me go ahead and say it, girl. Girl, I already had in my head who this person was, and when they showed that video and it was a punk, and that nigga said that he was T.I.'s son and he was a songwriter. Girl, I said, "Oh no, not one of the girls." Girl, I said, "Not one of the girls, not one of the girls." I said, "I know he was mentally, girl, no tea, no shit. I know he was mentally fucked up when he said he was T.I.'s son." Girl, that you thought that was gonna get you through the game to say you was T.I.'s son, someone who Kandi is best friends with his wife, like. Send his ass, girl. I ain't gonna say send him to jail, but girl, he needs to go. He needs to go to a mental institution because clearly, girl, he. Anyways, so they do the whole drop it with Drew. Girl, they stopped dropping and rolling. It was a lot. Marlo says, "I don't work out. I get lipo. I get lipo." Isn't that what Drew? Marlo be saying some funny stuff sometimes. She said, "I don't work out. I get lipo." Isn't that what Drew does? Girl, okay. Can I say something? And I think I touched on this before. one of my things on my channel is not, I try, even though I failed, more than a few times. I try not to talk about a woman's physical appearance. I'll say, girl, I don't like your dress. Girl, I don't like your makeup. I don't like your hair. That's stuff I feel like you can change. But I try not to talk about a woman's physical appearance. But can I just say this? I don't think that Drew has a bad body. Drew, you ain't had no mommy makeover. And that's what everybody is, the verdict is in. Like I told my friend, like I told my friend, I said, Drew must have went to some punk in Decatur, Georgia, in their basement. Drew must have went to some trans girl in Decatur or Bankhead girl in somebody's basement and got her mommy makeover. Because there's no way Drew got a mommy makeover. There's just no way. Again, I don't think nothing's wrong with Drew's body because that's not a mommy makeover body. Somebody gave an excellent example of a mommy makeover body. Dr. Wendy with her 4 degrees. That is a mommy makeover. Wendy's body is sickening. Okay? Wendy's body is so good that if she would have came onto the show like that, I just would have thought that was her real body. That's how excellent her work is. But compared to how Wendy's body was before, to the work that after she got her mommy makeover, that is a mommy makeover. Drew ain't got no mommy makeover. So I don't know why. I don't know if she just got her breasts done. And at this point, I was even looking at her breasts. I was like, girl, she didn't even get her breasts. Like, I don't know what happened. Girl, so Sheree says that between Drew's mommy makeover and the way she's doing these moves, I can tell why she's still... I can tell why she still looks like a busted can of biscuits. Sonya is basically talking about this. Basically, the exercises are too advanced. Girl, out of everybody there, girl, Sonya would know. Okay. Basically, what it comes down to is Drew is the face of Drop It with Drew. It really was, I think, the 21-pound weight loss program or something like that. So the lady who actually owns the business, she comes over and they start to basically question her, right? And trying to get down to the bottom of what this is about. And what it comes down to is, again, it sounds like Drew is just the face of the program. That's not her business. And I even think it's weird that the lady who looks like she works out wanted Drew as the face of her Atlanta, I guess the market in Atlanta. That's who you got in contact with? Like, again, Drew doesn't have a bad body, but Drew does not work out. But I guess, I don't know. And then like when you factor in the fact that she's had this mommy makeover supposedly, I don't know. It's just weird that they would choose her. Instead of probably even choosing someone, I don't know. It's just weird to me. Somehow Manetta brings up, I guess, Kandi and Kenya. I guess it's basically revealed that Kenya is the one who reports back, but Kenya says that she makes sure, girl, and that's what it is, girl. If you're gonna be the bone carrier, or make sure you're reporting back the mess, girl, you gotta report it back the right way. And Kenya let it be known, honey, girl, when I spill whatever I'm spilling, honey, is correct. Okay, so don't get it twisted. She lets Marlo know that Kandi is not messing with her. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. See, that's the stuff I'm talking about, because I ain't gonna say the other day, but just the other day, girl, you were at the sauna, girl, crying and sounding like you wanted to build this friendship, and now you find out that Kandi is basically upset with you, and your reply is, oh, girl, I'm gonna die. Like, who gives a damn? Instead of like, well, girl, let me try to talk to Kandi and try to get this situated. That's not like Marlo is all over the place. She's all over the place. Marlo and Kenya get into it, girl. And and the thing with Marlo, she really does go from like 10 to like 100. Marlo in her confessional says that Kenya breaks her down and hurts her, and girl, because Kenya went and told Kandi basically what you said. So Marlo took that as, I don't know, girl. Marlo was just doing a lot. She starts the whole "you can't keep a man." I said, ugh, girl. That when I tell you one thing, that line will never go out of style. Now, mind you, let's just go by what Marlo said. You can't keep a man. I think the only time I saw Marlo with a man was when I was watching. I think it was a season that Kenya wasn't on, and I was watching. I think you know how they play the clips on Instagram. I didn't really watch that season because Kenya wasn't on. But I would watch the clips and like listen to people reviews. And I remember watching the clip, and I think Marlo was at a dinner with a white man. Like Marlo, out of everybody on the show, like I just think it's weird that she pulls this. You can. I just think it's weird, girl, that people that like Marlo at her old ass age, like that's a like you can't even keep a man. Like, girl, what the fuck that's supposed to mean? Um, Kenya tells her learn how to speak. You always looking like a fool. She says, "Where's your man, Marlo?" um, Next thing you know, Marlo kind of steps to Kenya. Kenya says, "Get out of my face! Get out of my face!" Now, Kenya, you know, girl, Kenya acting like she about it. Now, girl, Marlo look like she can fight. I ain't gonna lie. You know, Marlo look old. But girl, you know what they said? Didn't Marlo slice? Girl, didn't Marlo slice and dice a bitch before? Allegedly. So Kenya, I'm gonna need you. Um, Sonya apologizes to Drew. Girl, I think Drew is a mess. I'm sorry, but I think a lot of women would probably give Sonya the same advice. So Sonya brings up the fact that she doesn't want another child, and Ross does. You have to give your husband another child. You have to. You have to give your husband another child. When my husband wanted a daughter, I put my career on hold and, I did it. You have to. But what about me? But that's your husband. But what about me? But that's your husband. Drew, ugh. But the truth of the matter is, Drew is not the only person that thinks like that. Son, you don't have another child. Sorry. Husband or not. Your husband will be okay. These niggas just be wanting babies and babies and babies and babies and babies and babies and babies. And think because they provide some money that they okay. But girl, he fell in at the emotional part and also being there. Don't listen to Drew. And don't listen to and stop asking Drew and Ralph for advice. The two people. The last two people you should be talking to. Your sister told you the right thing. Please don't have no more kids. Okay? She's telling you that for a reason. You know you shouldn't have no more kids. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.